But tonight I want to talk about something personal. I've been doing these live streams on and off for almost 2 years now. And they're as much for me as they are for others. I've never really picked up a following. That's okay. Because I heard a story yesterday that really resonated with me, and I wanted to share it with you. A young boy was at school. And his teacher asked him, "What do you want to be when you grow up, Timmy?" And Timmy thought about it and says, "I want to be a zero." The teacher said, "Timmy, don't ever talk like that in front of me. You're not nothing." He says, "Teacher, you misunderstand me. When I say I'm a zero, I don't mean I'm nothing. I'm a zero because if you put me behind something, I add value. When I'm added to something, I take nothing away." And that really hit home with me lately. See, we have helped several people the last few years, and we've been burned. Really burned. And I used to think that it was because of us. We were too trusting, but we were always doing it for the right reasons. But I think what was frustrating was people didn't see our value. That's the only reason they did it. But they don't have to see my value. I know what my value is. I know who I am and what I do and how much we give and how much we show up. And I'm proud of who we are. You see, just because people don't see your value doesn't mean that they have to. Doesn't mean that their opinion matters. If you have value, that's all that matters. If they don't see it, maybe it's God stopping them from seeing it. Maybe you're not supposed to join that relationship or that group or those people because it's stopping a lot of heartache down the road. But the truth is, it can be lonely, it can be frustrating not being seen. Not being understood who you are, what you bring to the table, not being given an opportunity. I know. And there are days I just want to look at people and say, "You should be nice to me. Because you don't know what value I have and what I truly bring to the table." They say, though, that you can tell a person's character by how they treat people they don't think they need. So maybe the fact that they don't see your value is working in your favor. Maybe they won't see you as somebody who can be used. Or maybe it gives you a chance to exit quietly and get away from that situation. It hurts not being seen. And it hurts not being understood what you're capable of. Not given an opportunity. So make your own opportunity. Show up for you. How many of you actually show up as much for yourself as you do for others? How many of you show up for yourself and not for those around you? These are all questions we all have to ask ourselves. These are questions that help clarify who we are and what our real value is. Just because you don't have resources doesn't mean you're not the most valuable person in the room. And if you think you have no value, you're wrong. You have way more value than you'd ever understand. And people like us, we see you. And you're important. Don't ever forget that. I love you guys. I love our community. I love the people around me. Together we can make this better. Because everybody's got value. Have a good night.